can skip my own ads, right? It's okay to skip your own ads. So, hi, everybody. Well, there's at least one person here. No, I don't want YouTube TV. So if there's one person here, does that mean it's me? I'm by myself? The picture looks a little pixelated to me, so maybe it's just my phone. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Well, whenever somebody shows up. There's nobody here at the moment. Of course, I am a minute early. There's this big giant piece of cedar right in front of me in this chair, and it smells so good. Hey, Benz. Hey, Carrie. How are y'all? How's everybody? I don't know. On my phone, it looks pretty pixelated, so if it's really bad, y'all let me know. I mean, if it's... I'm sorry if it is. There's not much I can do about that. We're still waiting on them to get in here and hook up the high speed. All the wires are run. Everything's ready. It's just getting them in here to do it. So, but it looks pretty pixelated on my end. Is it really bad for y'all, or is it just my phone? Because the internet sucks here. Well, I don't know if y'all are even hearing me because my popped up two of y'all that said hi, and that's the last thing I saw. Oh, there's one from Carrie. Rain finally quit. Hurricane Pamela arrived. It's more towards San Antonio. I was wondering where it was headed. I'm glad it's sparing you, but then San Antonio is a lot more populated area. Yeah, it's pretty bad on my phone, but if it's too bad, y'all let me know. I can always do this again next week, but last week I couldn't at all. I had no internet whatsoever. Like there was none, which is why I wasn't here last week. I didn't even have enough internet to put out a notice to you guys that I couldn't do a live stream. It was that bad. And it's not a whole lot better tonight. I was wondering how it was, but if y'all are okay with the pixelated picture, as long as you can hear me and y'all are okay, then I'll stay and hang around. So y'all just let me know. Thanks, Benz. Okay, Benz, I have to ask, and I don't know why I never have before. Don't ask me why, because I don't know, but do you have an actual name you would prefer me to call you, or is Benz okay? I don't care either way. I just thought, she might have an actual name. I don't know. Up to you. Yeah, the low water crossings can be deceiving, and I've seen it so many times when they think there's just, it's only a couple of inches, but when it's that swift moving water, even a couple inches can drag your vehicle and take it off. You'll be gone. I mean, in seconds. I've seen it happen. Hey, Pam, how are you? Hey, Miss Christy, how are you, sweetheart? I hear Ash outside, but Amy's not here, and I'm not going to be rude to y'all and go open the door and let the cat in, who's going to just drive me nuts anyway. So he'll just have to survive. You too. Long time no see. What you been up to, Pam? I do apologize for the picture. There's just not much I can do about it. It's Barb, but Ben's... Okay, I'm going to be real honest. I may ask you that another 3 or 4 times before I remember. I'm just being honest. I am horrible with names. Really bad. I think, Carrie, it probably took me, 6 months, Carrie, before I got Carrie instead of built on the rock. And Carrie didn't live all that far from me, all things considered, in the state of Texas. Just across Texas, which is a good bit, but still in the same state. But I am horrible. So, Bart, please forgive me if I ask you that another 5, 10 times before I get it right. But I will eventually get it. Ninja Turtles. It's got we have this thing. Remember I told y'all I haven't heard from her all day. Let's see. Yep, it's her. Yeah, that was her. Never fails. It's like never freaking fails. Maybe I should just go before I go live and mute Facebook on that phone before I go live. What do you think? What's really funny is my thing still tells me on the live chat there's one person here. It's not updating. I know there's more than one because I'm talking to at least 4 of you. But hey, Christy, make sure you tell Mac that all the guineas are safely up in the tree. Nobody's out in the streets. Oh my gosh, I wish y'all could have seen this child. She was just so adorable. Absolutely adorable. One of our guineas got hit. We lost a guinea. It got hit in the road. And you can't, as much as you hate it, we kind of think we know who it was because they've hit several animals because they drive like demons down the road and it's a school bus, believe it or not. But I don't know that 100% for sure, so I never say nothing. But we know for a fact this person's been seen hitting animals with the bus and that drives like a maniac down this road. And it says 7 here. Woohoo! Getting big time now. Yeah, so, but anyway, one of the birds got hit. And that was when Christy and her granddaughter Kayla were here. And Kayla, bless her heart, was so upset that the guinea got hit. No, of course it didn't survive. So, well, they're right across from us. There's this big field that's untended land. So it's, it's grown up. It's high brush. It's just everything. It's untended. It's been that way for as long as I've been here. Longer than me. And they love to go over there because there's lots of bugs in that tall grass. There's rats. There's mice. There's bugs. There's ticks. There's all kinds of stuff. And so they love to go over there, which is where they were headed, we think, when the one got hit. Well, they decided to go over there to their favorite spot, and Michaela saw them, and she was just not having nothing of it, y'all. Michaela's 9, if that gives you a reference. She goes trupsing up through there, right into the weeds with them, and she herds them all back like she's herding sheep or something. And she's doing her arms this way and running to this side, this way, and this way. And no, go this way, this way. Wait, don't cross that road until I look for cars. And she's looking down the road. Okay, let's go. And she's herding them back. And they get back into our side of the road and they go into the tree line. And she's like, now you get over there in those woods and don't you come out of there again. You stay on our property. Oh my gosh. It was the funniest thing, you guys. It was so precious. It was so precious to watch her, but she was so upset about these things. Junkyard, hi darling, how are you, honey? What's new in your world? Wet, yeah, I bet you. Kiri was telling me that storm shifted a little bit. She's not going to get quite so much of it this time, which is a good thing. Let's see if I can prop up my phone that's got my chat on it. That's better. Then I don't have to hold it and I don't have to look down so hard. But anyway, so yeah, I wish y'all could have seen her. It was the cutest thing. It was absolutely the cutest thing. Ooh, the air conditioner kicked back on. I probably didn't need it. I hear you, Christy. I wish y'all could have stayed too, because it was so much fun having you here. 2.5 inches just a while ago. Holy cow. Carrie got just over 1/3 of an inch. And 2 more rounds coming. Yeah, Carrie's got some more coming in too, but the worst of it, she said, shifting toward Tennessee for her. Hey, Mary Beth, how are you doing, darling? How are you holding up? Oh, my goodness, I always sneeze in here. The sawdust gets me. You're at your daughter's and hear a wolf. Well, hey, Katie. Wolves are gorgeous. I don't necessarily want to be their best friend, but they are beautiful animals. I think they need to stay wild. That's what they were meant to be, but 66 degrees, and earlier it was 80. Yeah, the temps drop quick, don't they? Hey, Angel, how are you? I was just letting a few more people get in here, but yeah. Not sure what it is here, but we're probably running pretty close to the same. Let me see. Let me just a second, and I won't be able to see chat for just a second, but I'll check the temps for you. Well, it wants to load. Oh, I should probably change it from New York back to here. 77 here, our low will be 64. The other day when I looked at it, we had some cooler temps coming. I think, yeah, by Saturday, we're in the mid-60s for high and low 40s overnight. So, and we go to 70s to 50s for a few days and then back in the 50s overnight. So, yeah. Okay, let me get back and see what I missed. Just a sec. Getting ready to get Joshua. Oh, I forgot she's in Hawaii. I forgot about that. Hey, Tammy, how are you, sweetheart? Love you too, darling. How are Kate and Bobby? Everybody doing okay there? I forgot, Christy. She's in Hawaii. Hawaii. I know, isn't she so? It's horrible. Her company is forcing her to go on this paid vacation for a business trip paid by the company to Hawaii. Is it anybody else sitting here with a broken heart over that? I'm just saying. It's just me. Just saying. Not that I don't love Katie. Yeah, 40s for us in the Saturday, I think, starting that. So, I am going out of town, a small road trip. Nothing big. I'm leaving tomorrow morning. Andy's backing in the driveway. I can hear his truck. I'm leaving in the morning. I'm going with Andy's mama to his grandmother's. We're going to Nanny's. We will be coming back Tuesday. Bo is coming with me because Nanny said so. And Nanny loves Bo, so we're going to take Bo to see Nanny too. And, we'll do her shopping while we're there, her shopping for her bulk stuff. Toilet paper, paper towels. She stocks up on her laundry detergent, cleaning supplies, any particular groceries that she needs. We get her all stocked up and then do a bunch of cooking while we're there and pack away freezer meals for her so that all she has to do is pull them out of the freezer, throw them in the microwave, and she's got meals. So we do a lot of that while we're there. And, of course, we'll do some laundry, that kind of stuff. And then I think we're going to go back the first or second week of December. I'm not sure which. And we'll do her Christmas decorating for her. But tomorrow, we're leaving tomorrow morning. And I will try to get some video for you guys while we're there if I can. I'll actually have something to share with you because I have not done a dang thing in the world to share with y'all. I have been dealing with a pretty bad flare. And Christy and them were here. And I could have filmed then, but we were having so much fun visiting that I just honestly didn't think about it. And that's the honest truth. But I really haven't done anything to share about since I got back to New York. So I haven't really been done anything, but I will get you some video this weekend. It may not be a whole lot, but we'll get you some. And you'll be coming here in just a second. But I am going to Alabama. That's where Andy's mom lives. Oh, but you need the coconut bra to go with it, Christy. But it'd sure be fun trying there, Beth. I can hear Bo go crazy because Andy's home. But it would sure be fun trying, y'all. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I haven't seen Nanny in a while. It's probably been a good while, actually.
Probably search warrant.
Yeah, whatever. Probably, if I had to guess, it's probably been close to a year now. Because
Year for what? I missed it.
since I've seen Nanny. Yeah, because your sister was here in January, and I haven't been since then.
Maybe not. Oh.
She was here in January, so yeah, it's been right before Christmas last year when I went down and helped decorate Nanny's for Christmas. Would you stop it? Good God, you were like a 5-year-old. Really?
Yes, really.
I see you're messing up my raincoat. Nice and yucky.
This is good sawdust. Look at that right now. See? Oh, sorry.
Really, babe? Thanks.
Sorry.
Lord. Hey, Rosanna, how are
I don't
you,
know if
darling?
they can see me or not.
I don't know if they can see you or not either until my thing catches up. I know I'm pretty much in the middle of the screen, so they may not be able to. But you're welcome to turn the camera if you'd like.
They don't need to see me. That's your mo cat.
He thinks he's hungry. We all know better, right? It's like Bo. I can feed Bo and let somebody say the word treat, and he'll act like he hasn't eaten in a week.
The people at Tractor Supply like Bodo.
Of course they do. What's not to like? He's a sweet dog.
He gets treats every time he goes in there with me.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. Junkyard says, hey to Andy.
Hey, Junkyard.
Miss Christie says, howdy, Andy.
Hey, Miss Christie.
Mary Beth.
Hey, Miss Mary. I ain't got chat pulled up yet. But hey, everybody.
Terry. Junkyard said he got a couple inches of rain already. He got 2 more big rounds of it coming. Hey,
We got
Ash.
rain coming. Supposed to be Friday, I think.
Oh, it's okay. I won't be here. Well, it says Shane Tolbert, but I don't know if that's Shane or Denise. But howdy. Whichever one it is.
I'll bet you it's Denise.
I'm thinking it's probably her, but you know. So you get a little bit of a break, let some of it run off, huh? It's Denise.
See, I called it. Hey,
I never thought. How's my little girl? Is she still listening to Baby Shark?
Do, baby shark, do. That's your cat.
Little Cherokee was so cute. We went to the neighbor's. She had a birthday party. Her birthday's actually later in the month, but they're going to be doing some traveling and not going to be here around their birthday, so we decided to have a birthday party beforehand. And little Cherokee was just a mess. She had her cupcake and her icing everywhere, and she was a mess. But y'all, she was having so much fun.
Speaking of that, I'm out of candy. I'm going to need some more candy.
You mean like the stuff that's over at my house that I tried to give you 4 times to bring home, and you keep saying you'll get it later?
Oh, that's right. You keep trying to give it to me when I'm on the way out somewhere doing something. But yeah,
That's the only time I see you is when you come to tell me you're on your way out to go do something.
No, I come see
You don't ever come over just to say hello. It
Even-
never happens. No,
Even-
it doesn't. You come over to tell me you're going to Tractor Supply. You come over to tell me you're going to get your Monster drink. You come over to tell me you're going down to Shane's. You come over to tell me you're going down to John's. You don't ever come in and just say...
And then I come and...
And then you come in and you tell me, okay, I'm home. I'm going to check on baby girl, but I got too much stuff in my hands, or I'll get it in a little while, or... You never come over and just sit and say hi to me. Just to visit. So don't go there.
Yes, I do. I do when I'm bored.
Oh, when he's bored, he'll come see me. Y'all heard it. When he's bored and got nothing
When
else
I
to do, then he'll come see me. See, y'all heard it. All the time, Christy. All the dang time. Yeah, I know the north and northwest has been getting hard. Oklahoma or Wyoming got hit really hard. Yeah, I was watching. I don't know if you guys ever watch Our Wyoming Life. It's a cattle ranch. Probably it's cattle ranch. They do have some pigs that they raise for meat, and they have some.
Oh, see, Baby Shark's on right now.
That's because it's her favorite, even though it's driving her mother crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's little girl's favorite.
Hey, I don't want to hear it. I had to go into Walmart today.
Yeah, because you got tires on your truck.
It's still Walmart.
Instead of saying thank you, you're gonna complain that you had to go to Walmart instead of just saying thank you.
Walmart.
See how ungrateful he is? Y'all see this? Oh, goodness gracious. But, I must have missed something. When, what, Rosanna? She's dumping Capri Sun everywhere. Put it in her sippy cup so she doesn't dump quite so much, Denise. Amen to that one, Christy. Because I'm afraid that my nieces and nephews would have just had to been disappointed. Because no. I hear that, Carrie. I'd give them crap too. She won't drink out of it. She drank out of it all day Sunday. Let me guess. She wants the straw.
No, she wants a steak.
You mean like the rest of my steak that you left there to go bad that I'm not going to eat? I know. It's terrible waste. But Little Bit doesn't want a steak. She'd have trouble chewing the steak up.
No,
She loves steak. Yeah, well, she doesn't need that bottle no more except maybe to go to bed for once in a while. But that, like you said, I know you guys are already working on trying to wean her off the bottle. Roseanne asked you a question. And no, they can barely see you.
Counting Bodog just 3. And Bodog really hurts. So, I had 2.
I bet y'all when he takes Bodog to Tractor Supply, he doesn't tell him it's his girlfriend's dog. I bet y'all he don't.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I brag on him about being a service dog too.
Yeah, that's my baby boy.
You just wait. The only reason
I'm sorry, man.
The only reason he didn't go to Walmart with me today too is because there wasn't room in the truck for you and him both. Bodog goes to Tractor Supply and to the store with me, and pretty near everywhere I go.
He likes it too, Junkyard. He just can't.
Yeah, why is it that the only dog I can really take places easily is the only dog that ain't mine?
Because I raised that one and taught him to behave.
No, baby,
I didn't just let him do whatever he wanted to do, and no, I taught him.
Well, I'm pretty sure Cotton would do fine unless he's seen another dog somewhere. or other people. He don't really like people too much.
He's not a people person?
No. He liked me on that, that's why I like him.
We did go to Walmart today, though. He got 2 tires for the front of the truck. He got a couple things of sandpaper and something for the truck for, I don't know, engine treatment, oil treatment, I don't know.
I got a can of seafoam throw in there.
Whatever seafoam is, again, engine treatment, oil treatment, gas treatment, I don't know what the heck it's for. Some kind of treatment, fluid treatment.
General all around, you can use it for pretty near anything.
Does it go in the gas tank?
It can go, in your, gas, tank, or you can use it in your oil too.
So in other words, you put it in the gas tank because it's a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, well, you put it in oil and do different things, but yeah. I can go in, I can explain it to you, but it'll take a few minutes.
Well, I'm thinking in my head, okay, so if you put it in a fuel tank, then it cleans out
It cleans out your injectors.
the injectors, the filters, the lines, all that good stuff. If you put it in the oil, then you're gonna be cleaning your pistons and heads and all that stuff.
Exactly.
That was a pretty simple explanation. I mean, I'm not totally stupid. What the heck? Hey, Howie, how are you, darling? It's good to see you, Howie. How's things up there? Are you guys getting snow yet?
Don't you say that word.
Oh, Wyoming, they've got hit. They've gotten like 18 inches. It's crazy.
Tell her y'all tell her she be cussing on you too.
Honey, I'm out of spray.
You want a Sprite?
No, I'm not gonna make you walk over there for that. I can go another 40 minutes without a drink. Well, that's a good thing, Howie.
That's your motel.
But Denise, Cherokee would love it. Christy says I probably need my pistons cleaned. Lubricate all those moving parts, Christy.
I'm gonna leave that one alone just cause we live on YouTube.
Be nice, youngins watching. Oh goodness. I don't know that I've ever seen them that big junkyard, but then again, I've never really, being from South Texas, I really haven't seen a whole lot of that stuff except until I moved here. Oh yes, she would. She would love going out there and playing in it. As long as she's bundled up and warm, she would love going out there and playing in it. She'd probably eat half of it. You just make sure you keep her away from the yellow stuff, okay? Your parts aren't moving well. I hear ya. It is so great to see you, Howie. You guys don't know Howie. You need to go check him out. He's probably one of the nicest people on YouTube ever. Seriously. That if you don't know who I'm talking about, that's Food Forest Permaculture. That's Howie. He is up there.
Denise, you can't drive in nothing, let alone any kind of snow. Just saying.
Why would you have to drive in that mess? You go right outside in your front yard. You got to drive to go out in the front yard. And heaven forbid somebody should stay home for more than 30, 45 minutes at a time. For a whole day. Just like that one. He's the same dang way.
Hey, I stay in pretty much my little circle, though. I don't really leave.
That is true, Denise. I love you, but that's very true. Oh, hey, Christy. Look what's in the arm of the chair you were sitting in. Ta-da! Right there in the arm of the chair you were sitting in. Yeah, I don't want it measured in feet. Just a couple inches to dust everything. It's really pretty.
Shut your mouth. I don't even know 2 inches.
Junkyard says they're more likely to get ice than snow.
No more that.
You too, Howie. We love you, darling. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I changed my mind. Will you go give me a Sprite, please?
Mm-hmm.
He's really good to me, even though I mess with him and give him a hard time.
Josh. I'll be back. I don't know, poor kitty.
Are you fussing at Dad? Well, come here, Mom. We'll hold you till Dad gets back. Yeah. I'll hold you till Dad gets back. Bugs. Bugs, bugs, and more bugs. Anyway, so what are y'all doing this weekend? Anybody got plans? Ash, come on. Come here, baby. Aw, thank you so much, Howie, and I'm sure dinner will be absolutely great. And no, he still hasn't got that juicer. I did get him to get her up the alcohol, though, so we're making progress. Ew. That kind of bites. Come here, baby. Come on. What are you doing? Come on. You say hi to everybody? Can you say hi to everybody on YouTube? No, we don't want the claws. I'm sorry. We don't want the claws. Who's that? Who's that? Is that that? Is that
You're welcome. I saved it in Porco.
that? Okay, thank you. The door shut?
No. Him was feared
Whatever.
and lonely and scared.
Thank you. I always said he had to go make dinner for his friend, but he'll be listening when I'm back.
Cool. What you making, Hallie? When's it gonna be ready?
A little bit of a drive to get to Canada, though. Stop by and see Emily on the way.
Road trip.
Hey, that's the title of the live trip. Live trip.
You sure won't
So.
Hey, Miss Hallie.
Howie says Andy is awesome. He asked if you got your juicer yet, started that juicing diet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ash is a sweetheart. Allie! Hi, darling.
I said hey first.
So, Miss Allie. So, tomorrow I'm going to Alabama with his mama to go see his nanny for a few days. So, I will be in town with service for like now to Tuesday.
Oh.
So, when you get the chance, give me a call so we can chit chat and catch up. Okay.
I can't remember who it was for sure. I think it was Mary Beth Smith, but I can't remember for sure. They asked me how many dogs I have. When she leaves me unsupervised, that number might go up.
It will not go up because he knows I will kick his butt. We do not need more mouths to feed. Yes, so call me. It doesn't matter. We're leaving at 7 in the morning. I'll be on the road. Well, they're going to get here at 7 to get me and get the truck loaded. So I'm thinking it's going to be closer to 7:30, quarter to 8 before we get out of here. Anyway, whatever. And then we have a drive and, well, his dad is actually driving us there. So instead of the 3 to 3.5 hours it would take me or Andy, it's probably going to take about 4. So, but once we're there, I don't care. I'll be there and I will have service because she lives in town. So whenever's good for you. Anytime between now and Tuesday before we leave. I am. Believe it or not, you can ask Andy. I really am. I am 99% of the time, I'm on time. I'm rarely late for anything. Unless you ask me to get up at 4 in the morning and then we might have to talk. But for most things, I am rarely late as long as I know ahead of time to be ready. I'm just, I'm a strange woman, Junkyard. I don't like spending money. I don't like going shopping. I don't like going in the public. I don't like hanging out in big crowds. I don't, I'm rarely late. I don't wear makeup. I'm probably the most low maintenance person you've ever met as far as women. I don't nag. I don't, sit in my little corner of the world and fuss if I ask him for something for the fourth time and he still ain't done it, but that's usually what it takes. And even then, I'm not mean. I'm an unusual female, Junkyard. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's true. Last minute Allie. Christy was up at 4. Yeah, I'm usually early for stuff, Roseanne. I'm usually waiting on somebody else.
Hey, Miss Allie.
I rather I used to go with the philosophy that if you're on time, you're late. If you're 5 minutes early, you're on time. But if you're on time, you were late.
Ooh, I still got chili over
Ugh. I only say reason I say yuck is because he loaded that puppy down with so many peppers.
here. No,
Habaneros included, and I can't eat that.
It's only got 5 habaneros, 2 jalapenos, and a bell pepper in it.
Yeah, habaneros, jalapenos, and it's just a small batch chili. It's like, no, I can't eat that. Me too.
I didn't make it stupid hot.
Yeah, I hear ya. My grandma was the same way, Junkyard. I get it from my grandma. I love you, Mom, if you're watching this, but I did not get it from my mom. I'm just saying. Christy, coffee's involved. I'm early. Hey, I made sure that Christy had coffee between Andy and I. We made sure she had coffee while she was here as soon as she got up in the morning. Me too, Gary. Give me my laid back casual. There are some days, if I'm not going anywhere, you're lucky if I even get out of my pajamas, okay? Allie, I'm going to Alabama. I'm going with Andy's mama to see his grandma to Nanny's house in Alabama. So we're going to go do a bunch of her shopping. We do her bulk shopping, like
Happy birthday.
yeah. No telling how long that's been there.
No, that was fresh. It's only a day or 2 maybe 3 old.
Nasty.
Because it came from outside. And
No,
it also
because
came-
they don't have nesting boxes and they lay on the ground in the middle of the muck.
And it also came from a duck split.
And they don't have nesting boxes, so they lay it in the middle of all the muck. and
No,
the
this
mud
one's
and
from
gross
the
stuff
no, this one's from one of the free range ducks.
A duck?
This is the duck.
and duck.
They lay that right there on the way Cotton's pants.
Anyway, so yeah, we'll go do her bulk shopping, her toilet paper, paper towels, cleaning supplies, laundry soaps, some of her bulk food stuff that you can buy, dry. And then we cook a bunch for her to make a bunch of freezer meals and get them all prepped for her. So all she's got to do is pull them out of the freezer, put them in the microwave or what have you. So that's what we go do. We take care of all that stuff for her. And then we'll go back either the first or second week of December, depending on when Nanny's days off are. And wait, who is Annie Oakley?
I don't know. Miss Allie blocked her.
That's a good thing.
I didn't
I
see
don't know who Annie Oakley is, but my Allie got her. Because there's only one original Allie Oakley. I know. Did y'all know an interesting fact? Out of all of YouTube, Facebook, everything, everywhere, other than, of course, the people she knows in real life, but social media-wise, did y'all know I was the very first person to ever see what Allie looked like? First person she trusted. And I told her she was absolutely beautiful, and it still is the truth today. She is gorgeous. She's got nothing to be ashamed about. I hear you, Gary. But I don't really go feed the animals. He does. So I don't have to worry about it too much. Now, if he's not able to feed them, like he's in the hospital and I've got to help feed them, then yeah, I'm the same way. Because I don't want mud all over them, but yeah. There's only one original Allie Oakley, and she is the best. Amen, Rosanna. Well, we talked for quite a while before she ever sent me a picture of herself. You know, and Allie's one of the people that it takes a while to earn her trust and to earn her, you know, she loves everybody unconditionally. She just does. She's a beautiful, beautiful soul. But to earn her trust and her confidence, she's been through enough that it takes a bit, and I'm okay with that. Kelly may be, because it's Wednesday night, and they usually do something with their friends or their church or something on Wednesday nights, so she's never here on lives. Rarely. Sometimes in the very beginning, but then they're on their way somewhere, so she clocks out, but...
You need to tell her that is unacceptable.
So what you cooking, Howie? Whenever you can tell us, don't mess up your meal. I'm glad you did too. How's JD? Is JD watching? If so, hey JD, I love you, Bubba. I wonder if Allie has Marco.
I don't know.
Allie, do you have Marco Polo, the app? Allie made my lasagna. Yum. I bet he did. And I bet it was delicious. Okay, Allie, that's your homework. I want you to look for Marco Polo. I got it on Christy's phone. It's an app where we can send video messages and chat back and forth where I don't have to have phone service. It runs off of my internet. Crystal clear pictures. We send just little video messages and you can chat back and forth. You can watch it live and just respond to each other, or you can leave them a chat message and whenever that person gets to it, they'll answer you. It's called Marco Polo. There's Kelly. Hey, sis.
Hey, Miss Kelly.
Christy, that's not true. Might not be a good idea for Baggy to be coming done, but I doubt anybody would run. You're a beautiful lady. I told him I didn't know if you were available because a lot of times on Wednesdays y'all are either having dinner with someone or something with the church. I wasn't sure. But hey, sweet Kelly. The first game of the hockey season is on now, which means Kevin is like this. Or actually like this with his feet kicked up until something happens and then he's up fussing. He's either fussing or cheering, depending on what happened. But he's engrossed in the game. I promise you. Skater!
Hey, Skater.
The Bible study group. That's what it was. I knew it was something that had to do with the church. It was often around the meal. Well, I figure as long as Andy still likes me, I'm in good shape. He's pretty much the only one that matters.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, Tim, if he's still saying that 10 years from now and I look like an old lady. I keep telling him it's going to make a difference and he keeps saying it won't. But we shall see. Anyway. Skeeter, what's going on with you, darling?
The bulldog gets mad at you.
He's just sad because he can hear me talking. He knows I'm over here.
I know he's so
And he's just not happy if I'm not right up his
He's
butt.
so mean.
If he can't lay on top of me practically up against me,
So
he's not happy.
Don't worry, Bulldog. We're going to the store in the morning.
No, you're not. Oh, I love you too,
Are
Allie.
you taking my little riding buddy? Man.
You go tell your nanny no.
I think I used to getting him every morning.
You go tell your nanny no. Go ahead. it. I dare you.
Y'all can take baby girl. She likes baby girl.
We all know he will not go tell Nanny no.
She makes me bring baby girl every time I come, so you just take baby girl instead.
We're going to get to meet one day in person, Allie. It's going to happen. You, me, and Kelly. So Kelly says, tell you about the hug. So she sends me this message today on Facebook Messenger. It said, how's your knee? And I'm going, huh? And I'm thinking she must have sent that to the wrong person or somebody. So I kind of blew it off. And then right behind it, a couple seconds later, I get one that says, and those hugs were amazing. And I said, okay, now I know she's talking to somebody else. And I was just about to send her one back to tell her, I think you sent that to the wrong person. And who are you hugging? Because I was jealous that I don't get to hug her. And she says, am I confusing you yet? And I just stopped and I went, what? Apparently, yeah. Well, apparently, I'm supposed to know that Kelly had a dream last night. And in the dream, they finally got to go drive down here and break their trip. My knee was really sore, but we had amazing hugs. And I was supposed to know this. But for a minute there, I was like, what is this woman? Have you had a couple too many chewables?
Hey, Skater, if you just want more gas, neighborhood gas taken care of, I can send you some cats. How many you want?
Yeah, we got plenty of those. Uh-huh. I saw a show the other day. Earlier, was it today?
I don't know.
It was on the View, which I refused to watch. And the only reason I saw any of it is because it was on the TV in the waiting room when we were getting his tires. And that certain people whom I will not name because I do not want to be called a racist, but certain people should have their bills just paid off and should be getting monthly stipends, and it is the rich and the billionaires and millionaires in the country are the ones who should pay for that because it is their due anyway, and they've got more than what they need. Only them, though, not the rest of us that also have worked, forever. But yeah. But the millionaires and billionaires and the corporations should be the ones to pay all of that. The government shouldn't have to support them, that the billionaires and millionaires should, because they've got more money than they need anyway. I'm just like... And now I know why I don't watch this show. Ever! I hate that show. Even I had a few of those conversations at one point, Allie, so I can understand that.
Hey.
I wish my phone that worked at night, which is why I say the Marco app would be great, because I'm usually up till midnight, which is like 1 o'clock for you, 1, 2 in the morning for you. So
If she stays up all night with them late night rock soda parties and stuff.
So if you get the Marco, then we can talk back and forth even late at night. And you can go back and watch for yourself because you'll see exactly what you said. It saves it on your phone. You can see it in the app. Amen, Allie.
You got any food down? Fruit color?
If I do, it's at Mama's. Why?
Just wondering. Got some wheels turning. That's all.
Yeah, it used to be, Mary Beth, but it's not no more. What's your tip there, Kelly? And yeah, we're still in shorts and t-shirts. It's 70 something right about now. I'd have to go look, but I hope not either, because I sent you that $1 million check, Skeeter. I hope the neighbors didn't get it. If they disappear, you'll know what happened. Open it like it's yours. See what's in it. I have to say, for the most part, our mail guy gets most of it right. When there's a substitute because he's not here or it's a day off or something, or he's on vacation, things can get totally screwed up. It's bad. But our regular mail person, 98% of the time, does a decent job of getting everybody's mail in where it goes. Be a nosy neighbor. Rosanna says 52 where she's at. I want to say, hold on, y'all. I won't be able to see chat for a second. Y'all just bear with me. Oh. It is currently 75 here, going down to 64 overnight. So there you go. It has been nice though. I haven't had to turn on my AC till like noonish, sometimes 1, just depending on how sunny it is. And by 5:30, 6 o'clock, I can shut it off. So I'm only having to run my AC, 5, 6 hours a day instead of 24 hours a day. So that's been nice to be able to cut back on some of the electricity bill and all that stuff.
Yeah, just in time for gas to hit over $3 a gallon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said, Allie, whenever it's a good time for you, you can call me. Just whenever's good for you.
Miss Allie, I got all kind of chickens. You want some chickens? I can hatch you out some fresh chickens if you want some chickens. I even got some choices of different chickens I can hatch out for eating.
That's true, Carrie. Carrie doesn't have a mailbox anymore. Somebody took it out. She has a P.O. box now. But, Allie, we do not have as many chickens as we did. Several have gone to freezer camp.
Just a rooster, but yeah.
Rooster-wise, I think we put 5 or 6. Something like that.
4, 5, 6, 7. About 8 roosters.
About 8 roosters have gone to freezer camp. A couple of them have already been ingested.
Well, no.
A couple of them went straight to the table.
Two of them are still down there. Doug and Violet's walking around. I think Violet's trying to decide which one she wants. And then the other one's going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in addition, though, we still have 8 guineas. We still have 7 ducks?
5 ducks.
5 ducks, I'm sorry. 5 ducks. There are still, I don't know how many chickens are left now, but I'm guessing...
laying hens and everything else, plus baby chicks and grow outs, there's still around 40 to 45 total.
Mine either, Allie. So, how many was that again?
40, 45.
40 to 45 chickens. Then we also have 2 pigs. One went to freezer camp. We did have 3, so there are now 2 pigs. One went to freezer camp. We have rabbits. How many rabbits are we down to?
Just my breeder, male, female.
Okay, I don't know what happened to all the babies, but okay.
No, there's a few rabbits running around. I don't count them as because they just run around wild. But you know what I mean.
Yes, but how did they get out of the cage?
No, that's the ones that's been running around.
Then what happened to the ones we had? Because one of your breeders had 12 babies. Where'd they go?
No, that was the first time Mama Rabbit. She laid on them, I think.
Anyways, we got a couple rabbits. They are talking about the commander-in-chief of this country, and I'm not going to justify it or dignify it with a name. Kelly. The equivalent of your prime minister. $73 in Beechnut. Where's Beechnut? Is that where you're at, or you mean where we're at? Because we're in Beach Bluff. It's all right, Kel. But I'm with Allie on that one. He ain't no kid to me. My Ken will be back in 4 years, though. Yes, you're pretty boy. I was trying to remember that phrase and I couldn't remember it, Kelly. That's the reason I had to give the official title, but I was trying to remember that phrase and I couldn't remember what it was. Ew.
I think I'm about ready to bed.
Okay, go to bed. We love you. He's such an old man. And he can't even blame it on getting up early because he slept late today. He didn't even get out of bed till like 7 something.
No,
Yes. Don't go there. I was up.
I actually didn't get moving around till a little bit later.
I know. Because he didn't even go feed animals till almost 8.
No, that was about 7:30.
Anyway. Yeah. So what else are we going to talk about, you guys? Maybe we're really glad when we get our internet finally done. And I really don't know what the holdup is at this moment other than maybe just scheduling because the wires are all run. They're to the pole. It's literally just waiting on the installers to get here and run it into his camper, from the pole into his camper and hook it all up. Not me.
They're probably scared of the dogs.
I get up between 7 and 7:30. No, because they still have to call and schedule. They're supposed to tell you when they're coming because I know they have to be inside.
And poor little Mexicans was terrified.
Maybe your dad needs to call and check on it and see what their schedules are. Because there are some people on the block that have already gotten theirs. I know Shane has, and it doesn't finally get theirs yet.
No, they're on waiting list. They ain't even on wire to theirs yet. Remember, because they was waiting a
No.
little while before they signed up.
Yeah, I cannot quite get up that early. That just, No, I get up between 7 and 7:30 most days, but I don't go to bed till midnight. So sometimes 12:30. So I sleep about 7 hours.
Yes, Skeeter, it does.
Actually, Skeeter, I can tell you I have had pork in Florida, and I have had pork here, and I can tell you it tastes better here, but it tastes even better in Texas. Just saying. Very best is I get up between 10 and 11. You probably stay up a whole lot later than most of us.
So I'm usually up around 3:30, 4.
But Allie, you stay so busy. You have to fit in stuff when you can fit it in because you stay so busy. You are always doing something. No, my dog gets told to go lay the blankety blank down. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Go lay your butt down now. He knows. I know. Now, if he desperately has to go out, he will keep messing with me. In which case, I have to let him out, get up and let him out. But if he's just messing because he hears Andy or he hears one of the other animals or he just wants to go outside, if I tell him sternly to go lay your butt down, then he'll go lay down and go back to sleep. But if he keeps harassing me, then I know he's really got to go. And he rarely will do that. Rarely does he wake me up before about 7. Is that just like entirely necessary? Really?
It's August.
It's like raising a 5-year-old, I'm telling you. Fixing to head home before we turn into a pumpkin. Have a safe drive home. I love you very much. Michaela, hugs for me. Tell you good night. Thanks, Christy.
Not Miss Christie, youngin' with you.
Mm-hmm.
Not youngin'.
Beautiful morning, Junkyard. Just a little earlier for me, okay? That's too early. Aw, did you get it? You getting another one? No, I have not, Allie. I don't even know what that is. Oops, sorry, I hit the wrong button and minimize my phone. It's under the letter M, Allie. Right next to your back button, under the letter M. Or above it if you're on a keyboard. But look for the letter M and then shift it if you're on a keyboard. VA is cutting medicine costs they took away for him. None of them gave me one until I complained. Yeah, it's crazy that they would start cutting benefits for our vets. I mean, they need to be increasing everything. On your phone, then it's under the letter M. Like, hold the letter M down, like M for Mary. Hold it down, and it'll pop up the question mark for you. It's right next to your back button on your keyboard under the letter M. Like, if you're on your keyboard, just hold the letter M down, and the question mark will pop in. That's just a standard keyboard. Bean counter, yep. It's just nuts, isn't it? It's like you got all these refugees that you're feeding and housing and clothing and giving them their doctor stuff, and tens of thousands of refugees at the border. Instead of stopping from coming over in the first dang place, we're going to feed all of them, but we have veterans on the streets, and we have veterans who are homeless. We have veterans who can't get the medical care they need because of budget cuts, but we can feed all these refugees? I'm sorry, but no. They never should have been allowed across the border in the first place. I'm sorry. I don't care. People can say what they want. I've heard every one of them where we're being racist against these particular color of people. Well, I'm sorry, that's the particular 90% of the people from that country are that color. It's not anything to do with their skin. It's the fact that our borders are closed due to everything going on in the country, and you people forced your way across the border and expect us to deal with it. So now not only do we have to feed you and all that, we also have to pay to take you back home and drop you off. But yet our vets are homeless and not getting what they need. Really? Yeah, don't get me started. Sorry, y'all. I'm a soapbox. I'm sorry. I do remember that, Allie. I do. I think about him, ever so often. He crosses my mind, and I pray for him. I hope he's okay. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's just nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Well, Allie's talking about it was probably about 4 or 5 years ago. It was probably close to that, Allie. You're right. I was early on in my channel, and I was driving, I think, home from work, I think. I'm not sure. I was in the car, though. And there's a gentleman. He is a veteran, and he's a larger gentleman. He's way bigger than me. He's in a wheelchair. One leg is amputated. And he was on the median, panhandling. And he stretched out to get something that somebody was handing him, and it was a little far, and he tipped over his wheelchair in the road. And, I slammed on the brakes, and I get out, and a couple other people get out to try and help at least get him out of the road, get him back in his wheelchair. And it was a chore, because I'm telling you, he was a big boy. I'm guessing he weighed a good 400 pounds. He was a big boy. And there were people that were actually honking their horns and getting pissed off at us for blocking the road because I didn't move my car to go help this gentleman. Well, we're in a damn turning lane. Go around me. I was so disgusted that the lack of respect for this gentleman. I was just disgusted. But there's no way I wasn't going to stop and help him. And it took us some doing, but we got him back up in his chair and got him something to eat and got him off that corner for the day anyway. I understand, Cal. Yeah, I know, Carrie. I knew you were real close to there. It was 5 years ago. I know it was quite a while back, yeah. But our veterans have always been on my heart. Honey, you can go to bed if you don't want to stay up, honestly. I'm okay. I don't know how much longer I'll be up. Probably not too much longer, but online. But I think last week we went to 8:30. I think is what we did. But
where's the sour candies and stuff?
if you're sitting on my bed where I always sit, right here, leaning up against the pillows in the little blue bag.
Little blue bag.
Little blue, little goodie bag we got at the party.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Andy, say good night, everybody. Yeah, I haven't eaten dinner either. I'll probably go in and eat a bowl of oatmeal or something. I am too, Junkyard, because, you know, he was happy. But you helped him, Skeeter. Good for you. I agree, Carrie. He'll be walking back by in a second. He went to go get his candies and out of the camper. He got all the sour candies and the sweet tarts and all the sour because I'm not a sour person. Y'all know me. I love my sweets. And so we kind of traded. He gave me his chocolate and the cherries and that kind of stuff and the non-sours, and he got all the sour stuff. So it worked out. But he'll be walking by here in a second on the way back to his camper. I'll tell him. I'll pass on your wishes. Everybody saying good night and sleep well.
All right, night, everybody. There you go. I fixed that for you.
Okay, love you.
All right.
You buy your own. I tend to do that like the day after. But honestly, I can't do that now. I mean, I'm sadly at the point where I have no money. I have less than $40 to my name. I canceled my Amazon Prime, and the one TV thing that I paid for was Up Faith and Family because I love the shows there. And I canceled it, so I don't have any of my subscriptions. I don't have anything. Andy graciously paid my phone bill for me today. Graciously. Thank you, love. So I'm literally at the point that unless it's absolute necessity, I don't spend any money. So it's okay though. That rooster sounds, yeah. There's a couple of them that sound like they've been choked, but they haven't. It's just that particular breed, for whatever reason, has strange roosters. I bet Carrie's probably more than ready. I'm not sure which one you guys heard because I know one of the chickens was following him, and there's a chicken out here that I told Andy looks like it's on its last legs. Yeah, just another year. It's just crazy. All right, Carrie, well, we'll probably be here for a little bit longer. I don't know how long I'm going to stay, but we're going to stay for a little bit longer. Chicken has laryngitis. Give the baby goat cuddles for me, Carrie. Babies are so cute. I reckon it'll be interesting what happens with whatchamacallit, Black Fridays this year. It ought to be interesting. Oh, I was so sad to hear about that too. That just broke my heart. And I know it did yours too, sis. I know it did. You be careful, Carrie. Love you. But yeah, it's down to bare bones. I mean, it just is what it is. You know, but things like the pigs going into the freezer and the chickens going into the freezer and the eggs that we collect in the mornings. That's why we do all of this, because when times are hard like this, I'm not going to starve. I am very blessed to have, the way Andy put it, the first 2 years he and I were together, he was in the hospital for most of it. And when he went in the hospital, he was trying to recover in between bouts here. He literally couldn't do anything. And, I took care of it for the first 2 years. And he told me the other day, I told him I felt bad because I feel like I'm a burden and I hate that feeling. And those of you that know me have known me for so many years, like Allie's known me from the very beginning. I'm not one to sit around. I'm not one to let other people take care of me. I stay busy and I take care of what needs to get done. And not being able to do that is absolutely driving me nuts, and I feel like I'm a burden. And Andy just gave me a big hug and a kiss, and he said, "Honey, You took care of me for 2 years, I'll take care of you. We'll just figure it out. We'll make it work. Okay. You know, I started the process of applying for Social Security disability. It can take a couple years to get it to go through, but I got it started anyway. So we're going to try and find something I can do. Maybe making something craft-wise or something like that where I can go to flea markets and sell stuff maybe. I don't know. We're looking into stuff like that. But, you know, it just kills me like today. Very graciously, Andy paid for my phone bill this month because my phone was going to get shut off tomorrow if I didn't pay the bill. So, thanks to Andy, I will be able to talk to Allie. I agree, Junkyard. I know, I want to send yours to you, Cal, but I ended up eating what was in it because I needed groceries, and I'm sorry. But I will eventually get there, I promise you. All the time, Allie. Remember, because when I first started even doing YouTube, I was working 2 jobs. I worked my office job and I worked out at the stadium. Hey, there you go, Junkyard. Yeah, I'm definitely not expecting it to be anything kind of a quick ordeal, Mary Beth. So we're trying to come up with items or ideas that we can do or that I can do, and where he can just drop me off at the flea market on the weekends, and I can, if I can just earn enough to, it would be cash. And I'm just saying, yes, I know it's not income I'm going to report, but it's not going to be under. It would still be under the threshold of what I have to report. Okay. So it's not that big of a deal, but if it's enough to pay for my phone bill, help pay for the electricity that I use and the internet that I use, I'm okay. I don't need to earn a whole lot. I just need to earn enough to get by, if that makes sense. So I don't feel like I'm being a burden. I know, sis. I still feel bad, though. I still feel bad. But your chicken biscuit crackers were really good. I'm just saying. Big Kelly hooked on chicken biscuit. I had been telling her about them. They were so good, and I had a box for her. And somebody else had sent her a care package and had put a small box in there for her. Once she tasted them, she messaged me like instantly. She goes, OMG. I was like, I know. They are so good. Aw, Skeeter, you didn't have to do that. Thank you, darling. You did not need to do that, but thank you. Mwah. I love you, darling. Ooh, it's getting a little chilly. Thank you very much, Skeeter. I don't deserve anything other than what the good Lord intends for me to have, and that's just the way I look at it. But one thing I've always known all my life is that I may not always have everything I want, but God has always, and I mean always, made sure I have what I need. I've always landed with food in my stomach and clean clothes on my back, and, I've been through some rough times. I've been through times when I slept on a park bench, but by golly, if God didn't provide a tarp that somebody thrown away that was just perfectly good that I could cover up with and put a shelter over my head, found some twine and built it like a little lean-to in the back of the park, and I had shelter. Hey, it is what it is. I did not hear Kevin roar, but I felt the earth shake. I was wondering if that was him. Me too, Mary Beth. They're some of my absolute favorites. Skeeter's awesome. I still don't know. I would have to go back and look, and I don't know if there's a way to find out, but I know Skeeter was one among, and Allie too, actually. Allie and Skeeter both are probably in the first top 5 of my first top 5 subscribers. I don't know the exact orders, but I know Skeeter's been with me longer than anybody, and Allie was right behind him. And I've been so blessed to have them both in my life. Yeah, they can't get them there, Mary Beth. That's why we send them to her. And somebody else had sent her a goodie box and included a small box. And I had a big family-sized box for her. But when it became apparent that I wasn't going to be able to send that box, rather than, it didn't make sense to just honestly, we joke about it, but it didn't make sense to let them sit there and go stale and go bad just because I couldn't send them to her. So I just went ahead and ate the crackers and the mac and cheese, that kind of stuff. But they are so good. So she's had them, and she's well aware of what they taste like. And I had bought her a big family box, and I will get more to her. But chicken biscuit crackers are the bomb. They are so good. They're my favorite crackers to have with tomato soup. Believe it or not. Chicken biscuit crackers and tomato soup are delicious. They are so good. So what does everybody else got? Anybody else have a favorite snack out there? Y'all let me know if you're getting tired. I can shut this down. I mean, I'm okay for a little while. But if y'all are getting tired and ready to go, y'all let me know. I can shut this down whenever. But if you want to stay and talk a little while longer, I'll hang out. Because I got nothing else to do today. I do need to go pack my bag for overnight, but that won't take me but 10 minutes. When Allie spoke once. Allie used to speak on our lives when we could do the panels. And she would talk. And I love Allie. I can listen to her accent for hours. I used to tell her that all the time. Just talk to me. Yeah, I don't care what you say. Just talk to me. Pick up a book and read it. I loved to listen to her accent. Hey, Howie. Back there in the circus days. You guys remember the circus days? Haven't heard from Sam in a while. I need to message him. I don't know if he has my new phone number. I need to message him. Make sure he's got the new phone number. I was just thinking about him the other day at our trip to New Orleans. I was watching, I think it was an episode of Cops during Mardi Gras or something from a couple years ago. And I remember when they were going down, I was like, oh, Sam and I went in there. We went in there. We looked at that place. Oh, that's where it just brought up so many memories of being on there with Sam. It was a really sweet time. Sweet memories. Mozzarella sticks from Captain D's. I love the ones from Sonic. But yes, I love cheese sticks. Yep. You spoke all the time once we got you up there. Once we got Allie to talking, there wasn't no stopping her. She was comfortable and she was, she got past the nerves. That's what I meant to say. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that once she got past her nerves and realized that it was okay and she got comfortable being on the thing, she still didn't want to show her face, but she would talk. And once she got comfortable, she always participated in our conversations, and she wasn't shy about it after that. Once she figured out and got past the nerves. Yeah, I do need to do that, Allie. I need to send him a text with my new number and check on him. Last I heard, he got custody of his son, so he has custody of Gage, and he got an apartment in Delaware. He has an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment in Delaware. He's working on a government job of some type. I don't know exactly what it is. But that was the last I heard. And that was probably about 6-8 months ago. So I need to make sure I get him this new number and check on him, see how he's doing. Oh my gosh, I would be so sad if I didn't have a Sonic. It was bad enough I lost my Whataburger. That was bad enough. I don't know if I could lose Sonic too. I just think I would be devastated. How sad is that? I would just be devastated. How sad. So if you really want to make my world complete, Lord, I need you to put me in a Whataburger and a Buc-ee's right here in town. Or within a 30-minute drive. I'm happy to drive that far. Yeah, I would be sad without Sonic. I'm not sure. I'm guessing we'll probably end up at Jack's or something, or McDonald's in the morning. We are going through the drive-thru. I'm going to have breakfast on the way out, according to Miss Joan. They're going to get here at 7 to pick Bo and I up and my bag. And then we're going to stop in Henderson for something to eat on the way out. The parking lot fell in the creek. Oh, my goodness. Mary Beth, do you say crick or creek? I'm wondering because you spelled it crick. We call it creek. But my aunt and uncles and all them up in Montana, they call it creek. That's crazy to have the whole parking lot fall in, though. I guess just the land erosion underneath of it, I guess. A creek, yeah. I'm guessing that's what it was. Just land erosion, maybe from storms or floods. That's just crazy. Hopefully nobody was on the parking lot at the time and got hurt, I hope. drink some water. Whenever it is we decide to end this tonight, just before we leave, somebody remind me to grab water on the way in. Because they're over here in Andy's fridge. And I need to drink some water. Yeah, she is doing a lot better, Allie. She's still got quite a recovery road to go. She's gonna have some recovery to go. But she is doing much, much better. I am very happy to say and to report that she's on the uphill slide. She's being able to walk a little bit now without, the aid of a walker or wheelchairs and all that. She is able to eat now. She still needs to be careful what she eats, and she can't eat big meals, but she's definitely able to eat. She's no longer on the liquid diet. So, yeah, I am just super stoked that she's doing as well as she is, Allie. And I am thanking the good Lord. And, oh, before I forget, speaking of blessings and praise reports, you guys know I've been telling you about my Aunt Lydia, who has been in the hospital with COVID pneumonia. When she went into the hospital, the doctors did not expect her to survive. In fact, they told the family to start preparing themselves because they didn't think she was going to make it. Well, we as a family, and we have a big family all across this country, that we are spread out, but we're all here. And we all posted it to our social networks and to family friends and our churches, and everywhere we got the word out to please pray for her. And we did this huge prayer thing the first day at 3 p.m. Montana time. So wherever you were, in the country, Montana time at 3 p.m., which for me was 4 p.m., we all stopped and we all prayed every day. And then, it was 3 o'clock the first day, and after that it went to 1 o'clock. So it was like lunchtime for most people, around lunchtime. And my Aunt Lydia said she could feel the presence of our prayers. She could feel God tingling in her body, and she could feel the weight of those prayers coming through to her, because you're talking hundreds of people simultaneously praying for her. You guys, she wasn't expected to live, and she got home the other day. She went home. She does have some permanent damage to her lungs. She is on oxygen. She probably will be for the rest of her life. But she went home, you guys. The doctors were absolutely amazed, and all of us said, we're not. It's nothing less than we expected. God showed up. If you show up, God will show up. And I just wanted to share that, you guys. So thank you for all of you that were praying with us and wishing her well and sending all the well wishes and the prayers. You guys, they work. And thank you. I cannot thank you enough. I'm so grateful. Hey, Gary. Let me catch up on my chat. Sorry. Wow, Mary Beth, 110 years. That's a long time. Yes, he is. Yeah. Carrie's in Built on the Rock. She's in Texas. She's not too far from Mexico, but she's real close to Del Rio, which is where all the refugees are. I am live most weeks, Allie. Last week I was not able to go live. Y'all give me a second. I'm sorry. I can't see through the waterworks. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Last week I was not able to because of the weather. If the weather's bad, I can't. As long as the weather's good, I am here every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Our time. I'm thinking that's 8 o'clock for you. It's like 8:30 here now for you, or for me, so it's 9:30 your time, right, Allie? Hey, Teresa, how are you, darling? Amen. Yep, God is good. And I am live. Wednesdays at 7 Central. That's my normal live slot. And I said, unless the weather is bad. Now, once we get the new internet in, the weather won't affect it. It won't be an issue. I'll be able to have really clear live streams that go through perfect. So it won't be an issue at all. It'll be just fine. So, but for right now, weather permitting, yes. 7 Central on Wednesdays, I'm here. Usually I only go till 8 o'clock, but if people are here and want to keep talking, then I'll keep talking for a little while. Unless I'm not feeling well or something. But I'm real honest with y'all. Y'all know me. If I'm not feeling well, I will tell you, I don't feel so good. I need to go lay down. Like, because most everybody here, I don't have giant crowds on my lives. I never do, and that's okay. But I'm always honest too. Do you, Skeeter? I did not know that. So what's up, Miss Teresa? How's Joe? Everybody doing good there? Teresa, if you guys don't know, Teresa, yeah, huh? Jokiewicz? Don't ask me if I'm saying it right, because I would never do. That is Mud Pie Girl, if you know her by her YouTube name. Yep. One of the reasons I love going camping, Allie, because it's really sometimes nice to just turn social media off. It's nice sometimes to just walk away and just enjoy family and friends and God's handiwork. I put out, I don't know if you guys saw them on my Facebook yesterday or day before. We had one of the most gorgeous sunsets that I've seen in a long time. I mean, the sky was just bright, vivid oranges and yellows and purples, and it was unbelievably gorgeous. And I posted some pictures on Facebook. If you haven't seen those, you can go to my Facebook page. You'll see them. But sometimes to just sit and admire God's handiwork and peace and quiet, and it's amazing. It's just, I love doing that. And I think it's a pretty amazing thing to do. We have lots of places down here we can camp, Allie. Just saying. There's a Chickasaw State Park, which is 20 minutes from the house, but it's gorgeous. And they have tent sites literally right on the lake. Literally. They have cabins you can rent too, but they're a little more pricey. But the tent spots, I want to say, are less than $15 a night, something like that. It's really inexpensive. And they have spots that are literally right on the lake that you can camp on the lake. They're beautiful out there. Joe's good. Oh, what was Mom in the hospital for? I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Yes, Skeeter loves God. Knows God and loves God. I can attest to that. Did you see them, Teresa? Did you get to see that sunset? Because you should have seen the same sunset I did. Were you outside or no? I guess on my Tennessee people, I just need to start sending them out, because his mama didn't notice it either. And I was like, this time of year, you've got the doors and stuff closed because the AC's on and the bugs are outside and all that. And I just have, where I sit in my camper on my bed, there's the window opposite me, and I have the curtains cracked, just this much that I can see the top of the driveway, and that way I can see anybody coming or going. I just crack it a little bit. So I was able to see this shot of just bright orange, and I was like, whoa. So I ran over to the door, and I was like, it was so beautiful. I stood there for the longest time, and I was like, oh, get the camera. I almost forgot to take the pictures. I was so in awe of just watching the sunset. It was gorgeous. That's true. You guys, you guys know when Bo's the same way, and when she gives Brody a treat or something, that's not his normal meal, it's getting a treat, like some eggs or his own little plate of chicken or whatever he's getting. Same thing with Bo with one of his treats or a bone or whatever. They'll act like they haven't eaten in a week. They are so excited to get this treat. They're just excited, and their whole body's wagging and going crazy. And they grab it like they haven't eaten in a week. And they just ate their meal 20 minutes ago. And she had somebody leave a comment that she must not feed him enough. You're starving him, because he was just so poor baby, just dying to eat something. That child wasn't hungry. He just was spoiled. He was ready for his treat. Oh, I love you, Bowie. We love you. Am I buffering, y'all? I think I may be buffering because I lost my chat. Oh, is it back? I got one that says lost you. But I had my chat back, so am I back now? See, I'm watching y'all on my other phone, the one that I don't use for everyday stuff, my other phone. I just use the Wi-Fi so I can do this stuff. This is actually the phone that I color all of my pictures on. Holy cow, it's 8:30 already. I'm back. Okay. This is usually about the time my internet starts going really stupid, so I may have to cut it off here shortly, but we'll see what it does. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there's not much better than a Texas sunset, and some of the sunrises in Texas are. This one rivaled it though, Curie. I have to say, it's one of the most beautiful ones I've seen since we moved out here. It rivaled a Texas sunset. It was just beyond vividly gorgeous. And the ones that I put on Facebook, somebody asked me what filters I used to get those colors. I said, no, 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 no. That's what it looked like. I literally just picked up my phone and hit snap the photos. I didn't alter them. I didn't edit them. I didn't do anything to them. It really was that bright and vivid of colors. It was just unbelievably gorgeous. Let me know who wins, Kel. I need to know whether I need to send Kevin sympathies or congratulations. It's 9:30 for Mary Beth. But I love you, sis. Chicken noodle and saltines. Yum. I said I'm probably going to go inside and just have a bowl of oatmeal. Love you, sis. Give Kevin a hug for me, too, and Brody. We love y'all. So I'm probably, like I said, oatmeal's the easiest thing. I could probably do another cheese sandwich, but I had that for lunch, peanut butter and cheese. And I just don't want that again. It's quick and easy. I don't really feel like cooking nothing. So an instant oatmeal is like I put water in my little electric tea kettle, and by the time I put the oatmeal in the bowl and the 2 packs of sweetener and two packs of butter, by the time I put that all in the bowl, the water's boiling. So, I mean, it's that quick. Ew, sardines are nasty. Actually, Andy and I were talking about that the other day, Allie, when we used to do the jokes and stuff. And I think my last live, not because last week I was not live because of the weather. The one before that, I told a joke. I don't remember which one it was, but I told a joke that night. But yeah. And I haven't been doing videos because, well, for the longest time, Andy was sick. And then when he got out of the hospital, I had a huge flare, and I was bedridden for 6 weeks at least. And things are starting to get a little bit better. I still am limited to how much I can do. So I haven't really been doing anything to make a video on, which is crazy, you know. Or I used to always could fall back on the car chats when I drove to Memphis every day. Well, I don't have that to do anymore. So I don't know. I got to figure out something, though. I need to figure out something for sure. And I'm going to try to get y'all some video this next few 4 days while we're over at Nanny's. I'll even see if I can get Nanny on the video for you. Maybe I can get her on there. I know Mama will be, but. Yeah, I tell Andy he has no excuses. He's got all kind of wood videos he can do and building videos. They've been cutting. He's been down cutting and clearing land. He's been. I mean, they got all kinds of stuff going on that he's had going on. So he's been busy, busy. Good night, Howie. Love you, darling. Thank you so much for stopping by. Warm hugs. Lots of love. Excuse me. Sorry about that, y'all. So I'll give you all the options. It's 5:30. We can go another 15, 20 minutes if you want to keep talking. If not, we can stop it here. Y'all tell me what you want to do. I love this little mug Cher sent me. Excuse me. It's just the cutest thing. It's actually a this is powder coated, but it's actually one of the metal stainless steel tumblers, the insulated tumblers. It's a 12-ounce mug, and my Cokes are 12-ounce cans, so it just is all but two little sips. It would hold the whole thing, but then I wouldn't be able to put the lid on it because it would go like literally all the way up to here. So I go to the little rim right here, and I drink the last sip when I put it in here. But it keeps my cold as long as that Sprite's cold when it goes into it. It keeps it cold for a long time. So when you don't have ice and all that, that's a pretty good thing. Cold cereal is calling your name. Yeah, I don't do a lot of cold cereal. Just because I have trouble with milk. I love cold cereal, don't get me wrong. Like honey nuts and honey bunches of oats. I love that stuff. I love Raisin Bran. I love, the ones with oats and nuts and bran and those yummy flavors, and I love them. But I have an issue with milk, and if I drink too much milk, I'm gonna really pay for it. So it's not worth it for me to buy milk because I end up giving half of it to the cat and the dogs and all that, or even more than half of it, because after I have one bowl of cereal, I can't do anymore. So I don't eat cereal very often. If I do, it's a hot cereal, like my instant oatmeal. It's either you or the fake news. Well, I guess I feel privileged, at least for that much. Turkey, lettuce, and tomato sandwiches. That sounds good, too. I had peanut butter and cheese for lunch. Egg salad on satar bread. I don't know what that is. Well, I know what egg salad is. Oh. I will have to look that up, Allie. I'll learn something new. You need some deviled eggs? I would make you some. I don't know how I'd get them to you, though. That might be an issue. You're a little far away for me to deliver them. I am really excited about getting to go to Nanny's because for the next 4 or 5 days, I get to get in the kitchen and cook. So there will definitely be some videos, trust me. If nothing else, there'll be a cooking video or two out. Count Chocula. That would be good on a rice cake, Curie. Drown them in vinegar. No, thank you. I do not do vinegar. Ugh. Vinegar is not my friend. It's just not. I do use it in a few things, but it is such a small amount that you don't get to taste it. Then that's fine with me. We now all know what Mary Beth's favorite cereal is. And you get the chocolate milk when you're done. You know what's really fun, Mary Beth? Take your chocolate cereal, whip it in a food processor, process it into some larger crumbs, and throw some butter in there and make a crust, and then make yourself a chocolate pudding pie and use the Count Chocula cereal for your crust. It's really good. I do the same thing with the vanilla pudding, but I use Fruity Pebbles. And I don't even crumble them up. I use them just as they are and just add the butter in. Fruity Pebbles with vanilla custard. Oh my God. It is so good. Just saying. I know a lot of people that put vinegar in potato salad. My answer to that is pickles. Because I don't like vinegar. If you put vinegar, I'm not going to eat it. If I can taste it, I'm just really liable to not eat it. No offense to anybody. I don't like vinegar. However, I know there are foods that need that acid. They need that acidic kick. And a lot of times for me, that's pickle. So I will put pickle in my potato salad. I love pickles in potato salad. Not a whole bunch, just enough to that vinegar that you need, that acid that you need. Good night, Carrie. Love you. Felix gets the chocolate milk. Yeah, I used to make cornbread for like shake and bake that you would put in the oven. Do you remember that? We would use cornflakes for that. Yeah. Special K would work good too because it stays crispier. It doesn't tend to get as soggy. Yep, fried chicken or fried pork chops, either one, Mary Beth. It works great on both of them. Oh, goodness gracious. I have no idea what all we're making at his Nana's. I know we'll be doing some baking as well. We're gonna make some bread and probably do some pumpkin bread. And Nana usually has a couple of desserts that she wants. I think the last time she was there, it was Kentucky caramel cake, I think. So Nana usually has something she wants, and that gets done while we're there. It's really good on pork chops, Maribel. It's really good on pork chops too. I use it on either one. And I love using different things for crusts on desserts. You know, like, do you guys remember the pumpkin lasagna? I know Allie will remember that one. Remember the pumpkin lasagna, Allie? Where I used vanilla wafers to make the crust. You could also use vanilla sandwich cookies to make that crust. It's really good on that. Butterscotch pie is absolutely awesome with vanilla cookies, vanilla wafers for a crust. I love butterscotch too. It's crazy how sometimes life can get in the way. You get so busy. I am very excited to get to talk to Allie in the next couple of days at some point, though, when she has time. Because I will be where I have signal. So, if anybody else wants to talk to me, message me. And we'll figure it out. I know we'll be running around with some at some point, but a lot of the time we spend there actually at the house. So, and usually I take. I thought about that, Rosanna. Now that I don't, when my unemployment first ended, it actually ended back in July. So I had been saving money because y'all know how much ridiculous numbers they were giving us. So I paid off a bunch of bills, and I had been putting some money back, and I had saved enough to take me till now. So from July until now, I've been living on my savings, and paying my bills, paying my phone bills, paying for the stuff here, and giving Andy money for critters and for our food. Because as long as you have money in the bank, you can't get food stamps. They say that's what your money's for. That your food is more important than paying your rent. So I'm going to be out on the street, but it's okay. I can eat. It's okay to be out on the street as long as you can eat. And they just kind of that's their philosophy. That food should be your number one priority. And I see their point. So I've had to wait until now when I literally have nothing in the bank. I have $12 in the bank to pay for one more month of service charge, because since I'm not getting direct deposit. And the problem is my bank is Chase Bank, and I love Chase Bank. And I'm going to hate closing Chase Bank. But the closest branch to me is Bowling Green, Kentucky, which is 163 miles away. At Chase Bank, you have to close it in person. You can't close them over the phone. The problem is, if I go ahead and close the account, I filed an amended tax return with the IRS, and I'm still waiting on that refund, and that's the bank account they have. If I close that account and they try to send the refund, it's going to get sent back, and it could take me another year to get it reprocessed. So I don't know what to do. I have enough in there to cover one more month of the service charges. It's $12 a month when I don't have direct deposit. So we'll go from there. It's in God's hands. Allison, hey darling. That does sound good. You're up late, my love. What did you think of season 14? Were you ready to kill me for not telling you? I love you. I hear Bo over there whining. He hears me. You miss peanut butter? I don't know that I could live without peanut butter. I probably could, but I wouldn't like it. And I helped. That's it. You got it, Skeeter. But we have commodities coming up, and I need to call about that. Hey, Angel, he went to bed, baby. We have commodities coming up. I need to re-sign because I've been past my year. I didn't get them the last 2 times because, like I said, I had savings, and I don't believe in. And y'all, I know there are people that do it all the time that just go get it and take and take and take and take and take. Well, I'm like Andy's mom. She was the same decision that I made, unbeknownst to me. We had what we needed. I didn't need to go get them because I still had some from the previous time and I still had some savings. We were eating okay. I don't believe in going and getting this food just because it's there when it could go to somebody else who really needs it. I just feel like I'm taking out of the mouth of somebody that really needed it. That person at the back of the line who has 3 kids and had trouble finding a ride and only got there in time for them to tell them, I'm sorry, we ran out of food. That could have been the one batch that I went and got, and I would feel horrible. So the last couple, we didn't go get them. We just let them pass, which means that now that I'm at this point again where we're running low on everything and I'm out of money, I have to call them and re-sign them. But I know that's coming up sometime this month, so I need to do that tomorrow. In fact, I'll call them. I bought a jar today. I bought the Walmart jar. Now, my favorite is Peter Pan Creamy. It's my favorite. But the Walmart brand was $2.87 for the small jar, so that's what I bought. I do, Allie. That was very nice of you to buy your friend some peanut butter. I love peanut butter. I said Peter Pan Creamy is my favorite. But when times are lean, you do what you got to do. And the Walmart brand is not bad. It's not as good, but it's not bad. Of the generics, it's one of the best I've found, other than the Kroger brand. And I didn't go to Kroger, I was at Walmart. So it was really strange to go into Walmart with the 4 things in your head that you just keep repeating to yourself that this is what I'm getting. This is it. Nope. Not enough. Can't spend no more. Nope. Allie has always been concerned about me eating. Y'all, when I was in Houston, when my husband first left, and he took all of my money, literally, you guys, he cleaned out our pantry. He took all of our food. He took the fridge, the freezer with all of the food in it, cleaned out the pantry. He literally left me nothing. Allie would call, and she would go online, and she would look for food deliveries in my area, and she'd send me a menu. Okay, what do you want from here? I'm sending it to you. And she would order delivery to me and have food delivered to the house for me. I was like, it's okay. I'm okay. I ate yesterday. She said, TJ. And she would order enough food to feed a family of 4. So she knew not only was I going to eat supper, I had lunch and supper the next day too. And Allie was such a huge blessing at that point. It was a pretty low point for me. It was pretty rough. And Allie has always been focused on me eating. She's always worried that I don't eat enough. And I'm actually doing okay. That's kind of the way I look at it too. So, but I have no problem if I am really in need, honestly. If I really am in need, because I feel like the way I look at these things is anytime I hear of someone in need, if it's within my power to help them, I will help them. If it's anywhere within my power. I mean, even as little as I have, if I have a child come up to me today and says they're hungry, I'm going to give them the food on my plate. I'll do without. So I'm okay if I need help saying I need some help. Because I know out of what God blesses me with, if somebody else needs it, I'll share it. I have no problem with that. We have a couple friends that, because they're on Social Security now, she makes just too much to qualify for commodities or food stamps, even though they barely make it. So when we do get them, his mom and I don't need 24 bags of rice. I can give her a couple bags of rice. And Joan will give her some beans, and we'll go through 2 cases of corn and give her a case in between us, and we split it up and divide it, make sure they've got what they need. You know, we don't have a problem. We share. So, but I don't have a problem going and asking for it when I need it. But if I don't need it, I'm not going, because that takes it out of somebody else's mouth. And I just don't think that's right. Amen, Mary Beth. I agree with that 100%. And I was very blessed. I have, you guys, I have what, how do they say that? I have no shame in my game. I have never, ever, ever, and you know, Allie and Skeeter are here. They've known me. Junkyard's watched me for gosh knows how many years. You have never once heard me ask for money. Ever. I don't. Do I talk about my situations when somebody asks me a direct question? I answer them. The only time money-wise was, you know, like Skeeter with the super chats. I've had a couple people do PayPal donations here and there when times were like when I needed to get a few work clothes, and then, but most of the time people send me things like I needed professional clothes to go look for a job, and they sent me boxes of their clothes that they were donating. And I'm fine. I don't, you know, I don't put a wish list in my description box for people to go buy me things off of my list. I don't do that. If it's something I need, God provides. And whether that's providing through putting it on someone's heart to send me a box of clothes, or on someone's heart to call the local delivery guy and send me some salad and chicken and potatoes like Allie used to do, or the one time it was cash. When my husband first left and cleaned me out, he also took my rent money 3 days before rent was due. I didn't know what I was going to do, but Allie and Pawpaw, which is doing it cheap, and Granny Monster and a couple of other people heard my story and shared it. And in those 3 days, they came up with enough cash donated for me to pay my rent and my light bill, which was my 2 big worries. And of course, by the time the next month comes around, I'm still working. So I was putting back my money like always, and I was fine. So just want to say, God always provides. I don't need to ask. If someone hears my story and God wants to help me, he'll put it on the hearts that are going to respond. God knows what he's doing. So I tell everybody out there, and if you're listening to this, whether you're here now or you're watching this back later, if you stand on faith and believe in God's promises, he will provide for you. And it sometimes is the very last second where I don't know what in the world is going to happen. I've literally had it come down to the last second. But there's never, ever, ever, not one time, been a time that God didn't provide for me. If you believe it and you stand on his word truly, and when he does, you thank him. You share that blessing, because people need to hear it. People need to hear that God is faithful, because that's how your blessings come. So I'm just telling y'all, and I know it sounds like I'm preachy, and I'm sorry if that offends somebody. You just hang in there. You put it in God's hands. He'll take care of it. Somehow, some way, you will make it. I don't know how. God may not even know how until something within his light bulb goes, oh, yeah, that's right. So I'm going to get off my soapbox. I just think it's important that somebody needed to hear that. That's what God put on my heart. Somebody needed to hear that. That's a wonderful thing, Mary Beth. And in my mind, it's what it's all about. It really is. So we have 7 more minutes. I am going to shut this off at 9. That'll be a 2-hour live stream, which don't know who that is, but I'll tell you in a minute. Kelly's in a good mood. That must mean that the one. Yep, that's it. God's got it. God's got this. I'm telling you. I have never. Allie's watched me go through some of the worst trauma in my entire, since she's known me. I mean, some really bad stuff. She's seen me go through the worst of it. She has cried with me. She has laughed with me. She has held my hand, so to speak. You know, not literally, but, you know, emotionally. Allie's taken me through so much. So much. But not one time in all of that did I ever doubt that God would take care of it. Somehow, some way, I stand on God's word, and I know it'll get taken care of. You did. You did. We were having, that was a Harvey, wasn't it? I think. And it was right before it actually kind of hit. And they were getting ready to shut down. All the restaurants were shutting down and shutting down deliveries because the roads were getting hazardous. The wind was picking up. The rain was picking up. It was getting hazardous. And nobody would deliver. And Allie finally got their phone number. And she called, and she just harassed them. I want to speak to your manager. I have a young lady that's over here, and she's starving, and she can't get out, and she's trapped, and you're supposed to do that. Until they sent me all kinds of food. Let me tell you. I just love Allie. She was not taking no for an answer, I'm telling you. And it was good, too. It was really good. I don't even remember what all I got, Allie. I know there was a pizza. I think some kind of pasta. Was it calzones? No, it wasn't. It was pasta though. Ravioli maybe? I don't remember, but there was a pasta dish and there was a salad and some bread and oh my gosh, it was so good. She's my little warrior. She's my little warrior queen. I'm telling y'all, if Allie Oakley loves you, she will be the fiercest warrior in your behalf that you have ever seen. I'm just telling you. Outside of God himself, nobody will fight harder for you. I'm just telling you. If she loves you, your family. Yeah, there was flooding. It was crazy. It was crazy nuts. It was really bad weather. And I don't remember if that... Well, I was already at Christie's during Harvey, so it had to have been the tropical storm that came a few months before that, I think. I don't remember, but... I'm telling you, she is a fierce warrior. Yeah, Allie, get your gun, because she's going after him. Anyway, you guys, it is like 4 minutes till, so if anybody else has any burning desire to talk about something real quick, y'all let me know. If not, we're going to start wrapping this up, because I am getting hungry, and as you can see, I'm fidgeting more, which means I'm starting to hurt, so I've been sitting too long. I need to get up and start moving. But, it's been an awesome night. It's been so much fun hanging out with you guys and just getting to chit-chat and hang out. And I also need to go potty because I've drank 2 Sprites while y'all were here with me. And when you take a diuretic and you drink 2 Sprites and in 2 hours, yeah, I gotta go potty. Anyway, it was funny, Allie. Oh my gosh. I think they ran down the list of what they had already made that they were going to have to throw away if they didn't sell. And whatever they had, they threw it. And they threw a bunch of stuff in there that I don't even think she ordered. I mean, it was like 2 big old, huge brown bags full of food. Oh my gosh, it was so much food. Anyway, so Allison, I'll send you a Marco here in a minute when I get back to the house. Or I might send it while I'm sitting here real quick and while I'm gathering stuff up. But I'll send you Marco in a minute. But I'm glad you popped on. You are up very late, though. I'm surprised you're up this late. Anyway, good night, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Skeeter, thank you again. I love you, baby. Miss Allie, I'm so happy to get to talk to you. And like I said, we'll be driving tomorrow morning. By tomorrow evening, we'll be there. So you have from tomorrow afternoon, anytime after 12, up until Wednesday night. Or Monday night, I'm sorry. We're coming back Tuesday. So just let me know. Call me, we'll chit-chat and catch up when you have time. Do it on your schedule because ours is going to be real flexible. But I'm looking forward to talking to you. I love you so much and I've missed you so much. Anyway, everybody, y'all have a great night. Have a blessed evening. I love you all so much and I will see y'all on the next video. Bye, guys. Ooh. I got to make my way over here to the camera. Usually Andy does this for me. Good night, everybody. Bye.